It is true when they say that nobody is a permanent friend or permanent enemy in politics. Over the last few years, over the last multiple years, we have seen different examples of political leaders joining alliance, praising the other alliance partners, then breaking the alliance and cursing the former alliance partners, and then again coming back and joining the hands and forming the alliance once again. Over multiple years, we have seen various examples of the same, and last 5.5 years of Modi government were no different to this phenomenon. Chandrababu Naidu, who was once an undivided part of the National Democratic Alliance, left the alliance in 2018, and it was no less than an image crisis for the BJP under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah, who was accused of being autocratic when it comes to style of leadership. Even inside the party, they were called two-man army, and that is the reason why they even fought the Maharashtra Assembly elections separately, because the regional alliance partners felt that they were pretty much being put on the backseat when it came to state assembly elections, because the BJP, even in the state assembly elections, mulled the idea of complete majority. So when BJP offered in 2014 a seat sharing formula to the Shiv Sena, in which Shiv Sena was given lesser number of seats than the BJP, Shiv Sena refused to take that particular offer. And it was not only Shiv Sena but several other alliance partners of the BJP, including the very old alliance partner Akali Dal from Punjab, also flagged this issue regularly during the first Modi government. Akali Dal had constantly raised a red flag over this issue, that the alliance partners are not taken into consideration, their suggestions are not taken into consideration, and they are not consulted on important matters. Well, for a party that had always believed in coalition dharma, as former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee would call it, this was a complete detour from its earlier approach towards the coalition partners, and this left many coalition partners of the BJP, of the NDA, pretty much upset, and Chandrababu Naidu of Telugu Desam party was one of them. But seems like that he is all set to forgive and forget, and he wants to conceal his relationship with the BJP once again.
As the coronavirus threat mounts over the country and pan-India lockdown for 21 days poses its own economic challenges, Finance Minister announced 1.7 lakh crore bailout package. Praising the effort, Chandrababu Naidu, who is now an opposition leader in Andhra Pradesh, wrote a letter to Prime Minister Modi. He said that Rs 1.7 crore to frontline warriors, farmers and the poor to combat the unprecedented situation arising out of COVID-19 outbreak is a timely package. In his letter to Prime Minister, he also hailed Prime Minister Modi for his clarion call for Janata Curfew on March 22 and said that India, with its huge diversity and large population, is on the edge of COVID-19 threat. However, we are confident that India, under your able leadership, would effectively retaliate the threat of coronavirus by setting an example to the rest of the world. Rupees 1,75,000 crore package to support various sections of the society is highly lauded. In this context, Rupees 50 lakh insurance cover introduced for frontline warriors, doctors and other health workers fighting COVID-19 comes as a right time as tribute to their sacrifice. He also praised the centre for rendering financial package to farmers, ex gratia for poor women and free gas cylinders to poor families. He said the support to low wage earners in organized sector and senior citizens are right steps towards protecting them from the ill effects of COVID-19 lockdown. Efforts to ensure that no Indian goes to bed an empty stomach is a proof that your government is humanity personified. Distribution of pulses to ensure that everyone gets proper nourishment is visionary in its thought and action. Increase the wages under Manrega, benefiting workers in organized sector through the Employees Provident Fund, granting additional credit to women self-help group are timely and appropriate steps to build confidence among the poor and downtrodden of our society in ably fighting COVID-19.
But this was not all. He went a step further and he called PM Modi's government, the Modi government, humanity personified. Now, this left many of the leaders, many of the political experts and commentators very much surprised and made us ask this question whether Chandrababu Naidu is on his way back to NDA. Now, there are strong possibilities of it, and why not? Chandrababu Naidu left the NDA alliance back in 2018, citing the Modi government's inaction over special status to Andhra Pradesh, and then he went on to mingle with several opposition leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, including H.D. Kumaraswamy, including Mamata Banerjee, Sharad Pawar, etc. And if you remember, when Mamata Banerjee was sitting on an indefinite dharna, it was Chandrababu Naidu who was called in by Mamata Banerjee. He was the one who went to Kolkata and he asked her to break her indefinite hunger strike. But the bonhomie with the opposition leaders seems like it did not turn out to be good for Chandrababu Naidu. In 2019 assembly election, Chandrababu Naidu's TDP won only 23 seats in Andhra Pradesh, whereas in Lok Sabha election they only won 3 seats. So with 3 MPs in Lok Sabha and 23 MLAs in Andhra Pradesh assembly, TDP is facing one of the toughest challenge of survival. And that is the reason why Chandrababu Naidu might have thought that it is best to go back to NDA and be with the party, be with the alliance partners who are very safe for Chandrababu Naidu. Now, if we talk about the second point, that is he also has no alternatives, because there is no alternative to NDA where he can go and join. If you talk about the opposition leaders in 2019, there was a big talk of opposition leaders coming together, but as 2019 Lok Sabha election approached, there were cracks which were very visible in the opposition unity, and they weren't united. And that is why there have been several instances where we saw that opposition leaders gave statement against each other, they behaved against each other, and that is why it is kind of safe for Chandrababu Naidu to go and join NDA, whereas on the other side, the BJP, despite the criticism, NDA fold, despite the criticism, keeps getting stronger electorally, and that is why maybe this is a particular alternative that Chandrababu Naidu thinks is safe for him. The another point is how politics makes strange bedfellows. If we talk about the examples, take example of Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad Yadav during Bihar Assembly elections. Before the Bihar Assembly elections, both strong leaders of Bihar came together. They formed an alliance also along with the Congress party, and people overwhelmingly supported them. They voted for the Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav alliance. And this is despite the fact that both leaders, Nitish Kumar and Lalu Prasad Yadav, they started their politics against each other, opposing each other. So people voted them in large numbers. But 2 years into this alliance government, and the cracks began to appear, and Nitish Kumar finally called it quits on the alliance with RJD and Congress party and went and joined hands with the BJP and formed the government in Bihar. Well, the Bihar formula was also repeated in Uttar Pradesh, where Samajwadi Party of Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati's Bahujan Samaj Party came together before Lok Sabha election 2019. The alliance of the parties of Bua and Babua was seen as a perfect counter to BJP's social engineering, but in fact it fell flat on its face when it came to Lok Sabha elections 2019. And apparently after that BSP and SP broke the alliance and they went their separate ways. If we talk about the most recent example, then the Maharashtra is a perfect example where Shiv Sena and Congress party are in alliance despite being ideologically polar different to each other. Whereas Shiv Sena is a staunch Hindutva supportive party, whereas Congress has always opposed this kind of a politics by BJP and also by Shiv Sena in the past many years. However, this time they came together, they formed an alliance, and they are now are in government in Maharashtra together. But how long will it last? That we have to see. The point that I'm trying to make through this example is that politics today has reduced to sheer opportunism. Wherever there is an opportunity that political leaders find themselves suitable, they will jump towards it, then no matter what is their ideological alliances. So they have abandoned their ideologies on which they were formed, on which their voters have voted for them. But the question remains is this a way forward for Indian politics?
Do let us know in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in. Also, do not forget to wash your hands regularly and stay inside, stay quarantined, stay at home and stay safe.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.